Members of the Bahamas Nurses Union trickled into public health facilities today to cast their votes for the union's new leadership. Now, elections were due to take place last June, but the current executive team made the decision to push them back, and here's why.
Mischievously, the registrar had to get in the middle of it and produce to us a Section 21. Section 21 means that at the end of the day, the registrar takes over if you have not called an election. Here again, in our Constitution, there's no time frame.
Now, while Bahamas Nurses Union President Amanda Williams labels the registrar's move as mischievous, others beg to differ.
She calls it mischievous. I don't. It's just the nurses exercising their constitutional rights to a fair and open election, which she didn't call it when it was supposed to be, so some of the members decided to advocate for that, and that's what happened. That was the process.
And this morning, some members expressed that the voting process wasn't as smooth as intended, as some of them said there were some issues with the ballots.
We've had persons off the ballot, not on the ballot. We had no ink. Here again, we're looking at the government. That's fairness. We want a fair, at the end of the day, a non-biased, fair election.
There's no symbol on the ballot box, only names, and so therefore persons who are unaware of the nurse name whom they choose to vote for is confused.
I realized that we did experience one issue where one of our nominees was not placed on the ballot. With that, I'm very disappointed because technically everybody should be given a fair chance, and we're all colleagues. No bitterness or animosity between each other.
The union's constitution is just one of the things candidates are seeking to change once granted the opportunity to lead. Registered nurse Siobhan Brennan DeVoe, who's running for Secretary General, elaborates.
One of the things that we have on the table, in particular with us with the union, is to actually amend our constitution. As it stands, it has some loopholes in it that should have been addressed many years ago, and we're a new team. We're a mixed team, actually, so we have some senior persons who know about being a lobbyist, and myself and my partner here, we're new to this, but we're willing to learn.
Others say they're seeking a more improved form of leadership.
One, we really need our executives to be held accountable. They need to be open and more transparent, have a better communication with our members, which is our nurses. We also need them to be able to stick to the Constitution, which is our legal binding law.
There's time for a change. That is my feeling in terms of leadership. There are many nurses who are qualified to bring something to the table, and I feel as though others must be given an opportunity. And we won't know that unless the opportunity is given.
What we're looking to do is to acquire a piece of property to develop our own office complex where we'll have rental space. Like Madam President said, our goal is to reinvest in our nurses. We're making business for the nurses, so at the end of the day, we all benefit from it.
Bahamas Nurses Union President Amanda Williams is now taking a step back from the presidency this time and is also running for Secretary General. She has fought fearlessly over the years to rectify the plight of nurses across the country, and most recently has succeeded in securing the union's long-awaited industrial agreement last year. Polls close this evening at 5, and unofficial results should be in sometime this evening. Leah Cooper, Eyewitness News.